Hi, this is Joe from PrepAgent. I'm here with my friend Bao Tran, who recently passed the exam. He's been helping a lot of people in our group. If you guys may have seen his name there. So I'm going to let you take it from here, Bao. Go ahead. Share your wisdom about what you learned.
Okay, so my interest in real estate has started about 2.5 years ago, and it first started as investing. I like to invest in multifamily homes eventually, and so I've been a big fan of bigger pockets before too. And then I took my first course at Century 21 School, online course.
Okay.
Was kind of underestimating the test on my first try. I failed on that first test, and kind of gave up for about two years, but didn't find the courage. So I did other things, did other work, but didn't go back until about 4 or 5 months ago that I kind of find my motivation again, mostly because of my work. It was very stressful. Not that real estate is not stressful, but I think it's a different kind of stress where you're working for your buyer or your sellers and you're kind of on your own versus working for someone. I always want to be my own boss, very business person oriented. So I did that. This time coming around, I want to make sure that I did everything right. I get all my knowledge in, and also to help people in the forum too. And from helping people in those forums answering the question, I learn myself. And then I read people's response. I joined your premium course about a few months. I bought the 1-year premium package. I watched a lot of your videos before your webinars, and I've joined a few of your live webinar too. So I've learned a lot. I learned a lot from other people. Kind of what the message I want to give to people is not to give up, and to use a lot of resources you have available. So I guess just being over prepared.
So you recommend everybody use that group?
I'm sorry?
That group was really helpful for you.
Yeah, the PrepAgent study group was very helpful. Also, I joined a new PrepAgent group, which is very helpful too in starting my career. What you said, which I take in the webinar, is to build your web presence, which I'm starting to do with my Facebook business page. I'm starting to build my YouTube channel. So I'm to build my community. So I'm with.
Just so we don't forget, we'll link all that in the show notes below for you.
Okay, yeah. So I am with Keller Williams now. It's been about 3 weeks where I'm with them. And actually, I've got my first sale through an open house buyer right now. So I'm working on that. So that was that was really fast for me, and very much a learning process.
So you pass, and within your first month, you're already doing business.
Yeah, I attend a lot of the, I host open house for people, for sellers so through our Facebook group for Keller Williams, we have a big, about 200 people, 200 agents in that group. And so every week they'll post that they need someone helping host the open house, because I think they don't want to do agency because they don't want to work with buyer and seller. So that's given me an opportunity to do that. So I try to do 2 to 3 open house at least a week. And then other things as well. I have 3 scheduled this weekend. So
sounds
just
good.
Yeah, doing lead generations. I kind of want to. So the test might be from my standpoint. When I pass the test, the studying for it, people might think that's the hardest thing, but the hardest thing is going out and doing business and getting people to trust you. Doing door knocking, doing cold call, that's the most hardest thing, I think.
Which is why I tell people while they're studying, they should be preparing for that. I mean, you heard me talk about build a web presence. Part of the reason I said build that web presence, start build the trust, start to build that foundation. So I tell people the goal is not pass the exam. The goal, as you said, is selling real estate.
Yes.
So I always
And
try to get ready for that.
yeah, I totally agree. And I've done that before I took the test and everything. I did attend a few of the open house, trying to get a feel of how it's like when they're hosting that. So did work as well.
Good.
Um,
Well, it
yeah,
sounds like you did everything right.
yeah. Hopefully, I
Yeah.
just did some door knocking earlier in my neighborhood, so I'm farming the neighborhood that I live in for about 23 years now. So I'm doing that. And the Keller Williams that I'm with, I am in the coaching program, the 1-year coaching program with them, to help me build my business.
Right. So sounds you're doing great. So that's a lot of info there to take in. We could do another video in the future too. So,
Yeah.
so that was a lot of info. We'll link to all the things you're doing below in the show notes, your social media, your YouTube, whatever else you're doing. And,
Okay.
and we'll stay in touch. We'll follow you. How does that sound?
That's great. One more things I want to add is that I like to work with the Vietnamese communities, particularly, first-time home buyers, because that's what I speak. But I want to work with everybody else in my community as well.
Sounds good. We'll make sure to keep that in mind. All
Great.
right.
Thank you.
Well,
Well,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Val. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Joe and Prep Agents and everyone else in the communities. I will always try to be an active member still in there. And so my goal is try to eventually help a lot of people answer questions and be helpful in the community as well, in the Prep Agent study group,
All
as
right.
well as the new.
Well, sounds good. So with that being said, it's Joe from PrepAgent with Bao Tran, and talk to everybody soon.
Great. Thank you. Bye,
Thanks.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.